You guys, this is history. What you've done with the show.
You guys have built a platform that influences.
It's the world's most dangerous morning show.
Wake up, Breakfast Club.
DJ Envy.
Every play my record, I made it.
Jess Hilarious.
Jess with she don't spare nobody.
Charlamagne the God.
What made you think the liking of controversial questions would take his part?
I like this show.
Thanks, Breakfast Club.
Good morning, USA. Yo 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 yo.
Jess Hilarious is out. Lauren LaRosa is filling in. Good morning, Lauren.
Good morning.
Charlamagne the God.
Peace to the planet. It's Tuesday. Good morning.
Good morning.
We are here, man. Another day to surf. I feel blessed, black, and highly favored this morning. And I want to tell all the Mack truck drivers out there, please, stop driving like y'all got regular cars.
Yo,
okay?
they be tripping, don't they? They be switching lanes.
Who are these new Mack truck drivers?
They listening to Bossman D-Lo. They be getting really crazy in them big cars.
Who are these new Mack truck drivers? When I was growing up, Mack truck drivers were the best at staying in their lane, and it seemed like they understood that they had the biggest vehicle on the road, so they was at least paying attention to other people. To Lauren's point, yes, they switched. Like this morning, a Mack truck was in front of me. I'm talking about like right there in front of me. I had to slam on brakes because he switched over like 3-4 lanes. You got a Mack truck, and the back of the Mack truck was wide open. People blowing their horn like, hey, your door is wide open, and you just switched over 3-4 lanes like you in a Hyundai or something. Cut it out.
And this is going to sound crazy, but today was different. There was so many trucks on the road. I don't know if something was going on in construction, but there was so many trucks on the road.
I just don't understand if you're driving a million-wheeler. Okay.
A million wheeler.
Why are you switching?
A million wheeler.
Why are you switching 3-4 lanes like you just in a regular car?
Yeah,
like it makes no sense.
Yeah, it was crazy. It's crazy. It was crazy this morning. And then not only that, the dump trucks that don't cover the back, and them rocks be popping the back of your windshield.
Oh,
and
I
popping
don't
your
ride behind those.
Oh my goodness.
No.
But anyway,
I tried to find the truck's license plate number this morning.
What was you gonna do?
I was gonna call it in. That was not right. First of all,
911, what's your emergency? What were you gonna say?
He's just is a Mack truck driving erratically on the road. He switched 3-4 lanes, and the back of the Mack truck was wide open, like the door was just swinging.
And they be having them signs if you see something, say something. They be talking to Charlamagne.
You damn right. You gonna kill somebody on the road this time of morning, man? Are you bugging?
Oh, right.
He pulls over to use the emergency phones on the highway.
Damn right. 911 was emergency. This guy just didn't seem right this morning. Oh my goodness. All right. Well, let's get the show cracking. Of course, we got front page news with Morgan Wood. She'll be joining us in a second, so don't go anywhere. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the God. We are the Breakfast Club. Lauren LaRosa filling in for Jess. And let's get in some front page news. Good morning, Morgan.
Good morning. Happy Tuesday, isn't it? So let's get into it. Like, we're still talking about what's happening with the assassination attempt with Donald Trump, right? And there's a bipartisan group, members of the House Task Force that's looking into it. So members of a House Task Force, they took a tour of the site of the assassination attempt of former President Donald Trump in Pennsylvania on Monday. Pennsylvania Republican Mike Kelly said both sides of the aisle are working together on this. Colorado Democrat Jason Crow said political allegiances shouldn't matter when it comes to this. Florida Republican Laurel Lee said being on site is eye-opening. California Democrat Lou Carrera said politicians shouldn't be afraid. And Maryland Democrat Glenn Ivey said both sides of the aisle coming together on this is important. Let's hear from those officials.
There's not one person on this conference that's identifying just as a Republican or a Democrat. We're identifying as members of Congress on a task force with a task to restore the faith and trust and confidence the American people have to have.
You don't have to be a Democrat or a Republican or an unaffiliated to say that there's no room for political violence in America.
To actually walk these grounds, to see this area, to get an understanding of the physical space and where this security shortcoming took place. And I'll tell you, for many of us, it raises more questions than we came here with today, because we can see it's not a large place.
We want our candidates to speak their minds, to make their opinions, their thoughts known to the American public, to the voters. We don't want them to be afraid to speak their minds.
That I really appreciate the bipartisan nature and approach that we've taken so far with this task force. As Congressman Crow stated, we had a 416-0 vote, and I thought it was the right way to get started, and I think it sent the right message to the American people.
Yes, that your government actually can work together. So the July 13th shooting at Butler Farm Showgrounds killed one person and left Trump and 2 others injured. The bipartisan task force said it toured the grounds in an effort not only to understand what went wrong that day, but to ensure accountability and to prevent such an incident from happening again. A final report from that task force is expected by December.
Yeah, I agree. There's no place for political violence in this country. So, that's why Trump has to stop the rhetoric that may lead to political violence, because you create an environment that's not even safe for you. And it's so, when you said that was July, what, Morgan?
Yeah, July 13th.
Damn, that seemed like so long ago. Remember
it seemed like it was yesterday, right?
Remember when they tried to assassinate a former president way back when? And it's funny how so many people don't believe
that it happened.
That actually happened.
Yeah.
Like we didn't see it. Like someone didn't die.
Yeah.
So
Go ahead.
I
was gonna say it's just kind of crazy to hear them keep trying to figure out like why this happened and how this happened. It's like kind of you can track all of.
I mean, you can see it. I mean, it was all documented. The sad thing is they all should have been fired. I mean, this is the president. This is the one job that they're supposed to be preparing for their whole life for this. And obviously, preparation wasn't.
Somebody did get fired. Who was the head of the Secret Service, right?
She stepped down before they fired her. I thought. Didn't she resign or did they let her go?
Same difference.
Oh, they were going to call for her to get fired regardless.
Right, they were calling for it.
As President Biden,
Yeah.
President Biden stepped down too. I put step down in there because he stepped down as well.
All right. Well, speaking of shootings, meanwhile, a Kentucky judge is dismissing some of the core charges against 2 former cops involved in the 2020 death of, say her name, Breonna Taylor. Former Detective Joshua James and former Sergeant Kyle Meany allegedly falsified an arrest warrant for Taylor's residence. When police wrongfully entered the apartment, Taylor's boyfriend, who believed they were intruders, fired several shots. Now, Taylor was killed by officers returning fire. On Friday, a judge ruled Taylor's death was triggered not by the officers, but the actions of her boyfriend, not the 2 officers who allegedly falsified the warrant in the beginning. So meanwhile, James and Meany, they do face other charges. The felony counts against them, however, have been dismissed.
What human wouldn't do the same thing as Breonna Taylor's boyfriend if you were in your house and, just some unexpected intruders kicked in your door? What is the whole point of the Second Amendment?
That's right.
That is the reason. I don't know it's police. Y'all didn't announce yourselves. You just kicked in my door. Storming in. What I'm supposed to do?
Exactly what
But defend myself.
That's right.
It's after everything that we found out, they still are able to get somebody off. It's kind of insane.
Well, that's the stories that I have for that one, but I'll add one more. It looks like we're looking for one more. A new study finds that as much as 2/3 of infant and toddler food sold in the U.S. supermarket is unhealthy. Now, the Georgia Institute for Global Health looked at 651 food products sold in 10 different grocery store chains, found all of them made prohibited claims on packaging. Some 70% didn't meet nutritional requirements, and more than 40% had more sugar than recommended. Some didn't have enough calories, and others had too much sodium. So watch what you're feeding the babies.
They do not care about keeping us healthy. They care about staying rich. None of these companies care at all. They are not thinking about, what is going on in our bodies. All they care about is what's going on in their bank accounts.
Well, speaking of your bank account, we will talk more about that in the next hour. Your mayor, New York City Mayor Eric Adams, has an initiative to put money in your pocket. So we will talk more about that in the 7 o'clock hour.
All right. And everybody else, get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, phone lines are wide open. Again, 800-585-1051. Call us up right now. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
I'm dialing. Hey, what you doing, man? I'm dialing. I'm
calling you. This is your time to get it off your chest, whether you're mad or blessed. 800-585-1051. We want to hear from you on The Breakfast Club.
Hello, who's this?
It's Jeff.
What's up, Jeff? Get it off your chest.
What's up, DJ Lee, Charlamagne, LL Cool Baby fan?
Peace, my
Good
guy.
morning. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Charlamagne, you're 100% right. I totally agree. These drivers have gotten out of control. And I'm a driver on the road right now, and a lot of these guys have been paying for their license. I'm in Miami. They don't even pay for their license, man. It's crazy.
What you mean they don't pay for their license? They don't have a real CDL?
No, they actually paying for it. They're not just going to school and learning how to drive. They paying for it, and they just getting out on the road just because it's paying.
Gotcha.
You're 100% right, man.
So that's why they driving the Mack trucks like they cars, because they're not actually learning how to drive the Mack truck.
They're not getting no kind of training or nothing, man. They just out there.
All right.
Man, pay me a little bit of money, let me get on the road. And that's not how it's supposed to go, man. You're supposed to get training for these trucks. I'm in my truck right now, not switching lanes, trying to be in control of my speed. If you load it heavy, if you load it light, man, you got to know all these things before you get on this road.
Is there a fine for not covering your load? Like with them dump trucks and pickup trucks?
Yeah.
Three people.
Yeah, there's a fine for everything, man.
Got cracked windshields in the last 4 days. 3 people.
Oh my goodness, yeah, man, that's ridiculous. Yeah, the DOT, Department of Transportation is supposed to be on top of that, but you can't cover everybody. But yeah, man, there's fines for everything. Every little thing on that truck that's wrong, the driver and the company is responsible for it, and they're supposed to get fined, and they're supposed to be on top of all of that. But there's so many drivers that a lot of that stuff gets through the cracks. So, it is what it is. But yeah, man, if y'all see somebody driving erratic, stay away. You don't know how they got their license and, what the situation is, man. But y'all 100% right, man.
Thank you. I wish I'd have gotten his license this morning. I would have told on him. I'm telling you, this Mack truck switched across 3-4 lanes, and the trailer door was wide open, just swinging in the back. I'm like, this dude, who is this guy?
Hello, who's this?
Hey, what's going on? It's William.
William, good morning. Get it off your chest.
Charlamagne, how y'all doing? First of all, how you doing, DJ Envy Charlamagne?
Good, brother.
Blessed, black, and highly favored, sir.
All right. So, question: give me a good reason to vote for Kamala Harris?
I can give you a few of them. I mean, for me personally, for me, I'm voting because I like her message of rebuilding the middle class. I love the policy that she put out last week called the opportunity economy, but she wants to give everybody an opportunity to participate in the economy. She wants everybody to have the opportunity to own a business. Everybody to have the opportunity to own a home. She wants to put more money back into working class families. If you care about things like, maternal health, she's been a leader in that space. If you care about things like mental health, she's been a leader in that space. So, I mean, those are the reasons that, I'm interested in voting for her.
Don't you feel like we had this run with Obama? Do you feel like anything positive came from Obama?
What Obama got to do with what I just talked about?
You saying that because he
black?
Because
we running on the same thing, man. I'm
not voting for her because she's black. I ain't saying nothing about her being black just now.
I didn't say nothing about her being black.
So what Obama got to do with this?
But she has the same message as Obama.
Oh, I don't think so. Not at all. I think Obama ran on hope. You know what I'm saying? Like, she not running on hope at all. She running on I want to rebuild the middle class. I think it's very economically sound what she's running on.
But I hear a lot of people saying that, which seems crazy to me, right? They're saying, well, we didn't like what Barack did. Well, what does Barack have to do with Kamala Harris?
I have no idea. I'm
the
listening.
fact that they both black, people are thinking that all black people are gonna be the same. It's weird to me.
I think it's a feeling too that like she kind of like restored like people's hope and maybe something can change, and that's what he symbolized. Even though she's not saying that,
I'm not voting for none of those things. I'm voting for my interests, and the things I just named, those are my interests. When I hear somebody addressing America's cost of living crisis and what they want to do to attempt to fix that, I'm all in on that. And when I look at things like the American Rescue Plan, which helped a lot of underserved businesses in our communities get tens of millions of dollars, that's the things I'm looking at.
Yep. Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, hit us up now. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
It's a new day.
This is your time to get it off your chest.
Wake up.
Whether you're mad or blessed.
It's time to get up and get something.
Call up now. 800-585-1051. We want to hear from you on The Breakfast Club.
Hello, who's this?
This is Jordan.
Hey, Jordan. Good morning. Get it off your chest, Jordan.
I don't like how Cam Newton been getting talked about creating broken families, but single women that with no health problems to get sperm donations, and nobody will ever say anything.
You say you want sperm? You want Cam Newton to give you a sperm donation?
Hey, come on, man. It's too early for that.
I think he was trying to say that he sees how Cam Newton is getting shamed, and he feels like if women have a lot of babies from different baby fathers, they don't get shamed. Is that what you were trying to say?
How you get all that from?
No, I'm trying to say sperm. So single women with no health problems could get sperm donations and create a broken family, the same as the therapist was saying Cam Newton was doing, but nobody talks about that side of it.
I don't know what he's talking about.
he's saying that if you're a single woman and you're healthy and you become a donor, like
if you get a donor,
like, like if you get a donor, or I'm assuming if you're carrying someone's kid, you're creating a broken
Y'all don't know what
home.
he's talking about either, but y'all trying to make sense.
He's trying to basically say that a woman who helps who has a baby without a man is the same as Cam Newton. When
I ain't get none of that from what he said.
That's what he said.
That's what he said.
The difference is Cam Newton
families,
is a lot of these women are probably believing, I don't know why, that they're going to be with Cam Newton. If a woman decides to go to get IVF treatments or whatever, she knows the man is not involved.
Why is he thinking about Cam Newton's sperm at 6 a.m? None of y'all thinking about. None of y'all.
Ask him.
Hey, sir. Hello. You hung up on him.
You hung up on him. I didn't hang up on him. He hung up on him.
It is kind of early to be thinking about
Cam Newton's sperm.
That was on his mind all night long. Why you saying like that?
That's crazy.
Hello, who's this?
Hey, what's going on? This is X from Pittsburgh.
Hey, what's up, X from Pittsburgh? Get off your chest.
Hey, where's Charlamagne at, man? I'm a Mack truck driver, bro. What are you talking about?
I'm right here. What's up with you? I don't know if you're a new Mack truck driver or not, so I'm not gonna put that out there.
11 years, bro. I ain't new, bro. Let me put you on the game, all right? Early in the morning, when you driving and stuff, ain't no law, bro.
Ain't no law.
Huh?
Ain't no law. You can go up and down streets when no turn on red. You make that turn, ain't no cops out, and you a Mack truck driver. Call me on
Yeah. What's your name, sir? I need
funny.
your first. What's your first and last name?
No, listen.
What's your first and last name?
When you call in, the cops will be like, "Oh, so you got a problem with a truck driver? Oh, he got a CDL. He can drive better than you, so we gonna listen to him."
We got his name show up on that computer.
Yeah, his name popped up.
What's his name? Give me his name. Give me his name.
Xavier.
Xavier what? Xavier what?
You real fan right now, bro.
No, Xavier, you going to jail. You called the right one. Watch this. Watch how I report you. You think it's a game? Because you Mack truck drivers, y'all can kill somebody with that 100 million wheeler that y'all be driving, and for y'all to be switching 3 and 4 lanes,
nobody, bro. It's early in the morning. We're trying to get our work done.
All right, watch this. Watch me report you.
Work done, bro.
How much you want to bet I'm gonna report you? You gonna be on Twitter tweeting Charlamagne a snitch? Watch. How much you want to bet?
Bro.
I got his number too.
Give me a raise.
Hey, your number pops up and your first and last name, Xavier.
Hey, give me a raise, bro.
Xavier.
Oh, bro.
You going to jail? Okay. Who you think you playing with? Too late now. We got your name and number. Man. You are being reported this morning, Xavier. Guaranteed. I don't know if you're a real truck driver or not, but we about to find out. Watch.
800-585.
Charlamagne is telling. Watch.
We got Jess with the mess.
We're Googling right now. Who to report crazy Mack truck drivers to? Let me ask ChatGPT.
We do.
What we talking about?
We were talking about Mariah Carey. We sending some condolences to her. She lost her mom and her sister on the same day.
A lot of healing energy, boy. We'll talk about that when we come back.
Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration. If you've witnessed a violation of their regulations within the last 90 days, you can file a complaint online or by calling 1-888-DOTSAFT. That's 368-7238, Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Or when they open up at 8 a.m., I'm on your ass, Xavier. Watch.
It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. Now, Lauren LaRosa is filling in for Jess. Let's get to Jess with the Mess with Lauren LaRosa.
News is real, whether it's Jess Hilarious, Jessica Robin Moore, just don't do no lies,
She don't spare nobody.
Worldwide Jess, worldwide Mess.
On The Breakfast Club.
She's a coach assistant.
With Lauren LaRosa.
I'm back.
and I got the mess.
Talk to me.
So it was confirmed to People magazine that Mariah Carey lost her mother, Patricia, and her sister, Allison.
That's horrible.
Right. On the same day over the weekend.
Damn.
We don't know which day. That wasn't revealed, but it was revealed that it was on the same day over the weekend.
I was confused. So I thought it was just like maybe it happened a year ago and it was just the same day. So it just happened last weekend.
The way that it's being reported is that it just happened last weekend.
Jesus.
Or on the same day. And what's insane about it, I mean, it's her mom and her sister, but she talked a little bit about the fact that she felt blessed. Mariah Carey said she felt blessed that she was able to spend the last week with her mom before she passed. She's saying that she, just appreciates everyone's love and support right now and respect for her privacy during this impossible time. At this time, there is no cause of death that has been identified for either. It's just being called a tragic, Mariah Carey called it a tragic turn of events.
Man, can you imagine your mother and sister die on the same day? Lord have mercy.
Heck no. And for those of you, because I saw some people, and even me, I was like, wow, I really haven't heard ever a lot about Mariah Carey's mom prior to this. But Mariah Carey and her mom, they did have like their ups and downs. But Mariah was really big on pushing through, making sure that they had a relationship. They performed together during one of her Christmas specials back in 2020 for the memoir. And she talked about her a lot in her memoir, The Meaning of Mariah Carey. So sending some love to her, regardless of what goes down. You know, you only get one mom.
It is interesting when people say things like that, though. I never heard Mariah Carey talk about his mom. You don't know these people.
But Mariah Carey has been famous for so long, and normally when someone's as famous as her, you at least can like...
No, not really. You don't know these
Kanye
people.
talks about his mom all the time. Kim Kardashian, you know Kim Kardashian's mom.
Hove, Jay-Z talks about his mom.
Most of these people...
I named 3 people.
I could go on. We got the time.
Out of most of these entertainers and musicians and artists, you don't know their parents and their personal life. And by the way, you don't need to.
Not no one, but you at least like I've never heard her even.
And you never read her book.
I didn't read her book.
Exactly.
Well, the only reason you heard about her sister is because probably her sister sued her at one time.
Yeah. Okay. So that. But
I don't even remember that.
I remember that. But I didn't even know if that was the same sister, and I didn't know how many siblings she had. I don't know. When I think of Mariah Carey, I don't even think of her family outside of the twins. I just think of her. So yeah, sending some love to her. Moving on. Wow, the music made this even sadder.
This is crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know why you do music soul child.
I'm about to cry for her.
It feel like somebody driving in the car and the windshield wipers are going and it's not even raining.
Yes. I hear it like
change it, Art.
Change the damn music, Art. God.
I would rather go like solo, a cappella. So Wendy Williams, she was spotted last week for the very first time in over a year.
Really?
Yeah, she was in a holistic store in Newark, New Jersey. It's called Bolingo Balance. And this store is actually owned by Dr. Sebi's son, Victor Bowman. So she was there with her son, Kevin Hunter Jr. And Page 6 was told exclusively that she was sharp, she was upbeat, she was very aware, she was very bubbly, and she even sat down for a minute and had a conversation with Bowman about different health products when it came to like different healing things.
That's good.
But it's just good to see her. I have a photo.
You said Newark? That was Newark?
Newark, New Jersey. Yeah,
Wow.
I was just like happy to see her.
Good, man.
Because the last time we heard about her was a documentary. Her family was saying she should be closer with her son.
You see the picture? Was it?
No. Congratulations, little Kev. Round of applause.
No, she looks better.
I'm happy to see her with her baby.
Absolutely.
We got a new board up in, guys. That's why we don't have no sound effects stuff.
There you go.
All
right.
So really, I don't want to do this one real quickly, but I guess I can.
You got 2 minutes.
Okay, so Diddy. You guys know that Diddy was going through all that stuff with the producer Rodney Jones.
Yep.
So now Diddy is blasting Rodney. He's basically saying that he wants to get the lawsuit dismissed. So Diddy fired back against the producer in court on Monday. He's saying that this lawsuit that Rodney Jones filed is legally meaningless as far as the allegations, and it's blatantly falsehoods. So as you guys remember, Rodney decided to sue Diddy for $30 million. And he had previously tried to do this in a federal court, but he was forced, and he said that he was forced to engage in sex acts, that he was drugged, he was groped, all while working for Diddy. But basically what Diddy is saying is that Rodney Jones didn't do a good job of proving like what they're claiming in the RICO. He's also saying that that a lot of this was just done in the media to hype and exploit him, to basically shake him down for some money. And he's also saying that in addition to not proving a lot of the things that were claimed, that Rodney Jones was claiming that he lost a lot of business, but he's not proving that there was enough business in motion to even claim a loss. So he's saying that this is false. And he's also pointing back to a video that Rodney Jones posted with, we can't even play the video, that he posted with Uncle Murder, where they're basically calling him out.
Well, we can't play it.
You can play it.
Oh, okay. Let's take a listen. I know we had time.
Got get that shit with Diddy for all that bread. Stop playing. You heard? My boy want that check. You know, human harmony. Just saying. Rapper vibes. Whoa! Want that money by Monday, Diddy.
So you hear Rodney Jones in the video with Uncle Murder. Uncle Murder, you know, he's with 50-50, you know, doesn't care for Diddy.
That was in Shreveport.
Yeah, that was in Shreveport.
Yeah,
so that was a few weeks ago. So basically, in the video, Rodney is saying, I'm from Chicago. I want my money by Monday, like run me my money. And it's playing into the whole, we know 50 has been going so hard at Diddy over all this stuff. And in the request for dismissal, they're basically saying, if you look at something like this video, this is all just to promote and exploit and just make a big mess and mockery of this. So this isn't this shouldn't stand in court.
I think legally meaningless is a great term for it, because most of these lawsuits end with the person who sued receiving nothing, because a lot of times these situations be very salacious and they make for good fodder for the blogs, but they don't make for good evidence in court. That's why legally meaningless, I think, is a great term for it, because in a lot of these cases, what happens, the reason they're so salacious is because a lawyer will reach out first, say these are the things that the person is going to say, and if you don't settle, we're going to go to the press, we're going to sue.
Happens all the time. And then they go, and like you said, when the case gets dismissed or it gets dropped, you never hear nothing about it. There's never an apology. It's never my bad. It's nobody ever recants.
It'd be the wildest stuff.
That's right.
He took a lighter, put it around the rim of my booty hole. You know what I mean?
I never heard that.
Crazy stuff like that.
I never
Why
heard
did
that.
that just come to your mind like that?
You kinky this morning, bro.
Yeah, I was like, it fruits.
I'm just speaking to the salaciousness of some of these cases.
I can't even get it out. It flowed so freely.
Person with sausages. He was into sausages this morning. You know what?
Lighters.
All right, go to commercial.
That was Jess With The Mess with Lauren LaRose. So now when we come back, we got front page news. So don't go anywhere. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
You're checking out the world's most dangerous morning show.
Our audible pick of the day is Men Have Called Her Crazy. Anna Marie Tendler's memoir of her mental health journey and the pressures that women face. Listen when you sign up for a free trial at audible.com/breakfast club. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Lauren LaRose is filling in for Jess. And let's get back in some front page news. What's up, Morgan?
Let's do it. So 2024, the presidential race is shifting into high gear this week. Both candidates are set to hit the campaign trail, with Vice President Kamala Harris and her running mate Tim Walz kicking off a bus tour in the battleground state of Georgia on Wednesday. Now, former President Trump and his running mate J.D. Vance will also hold several events in swing states this week. Vance will deliver remarks at a campaign stop in Big Rapids, Michigan today, and Trump spoke in Detroit yesterday. The former president framed the 2024 election as a fight between communism and freedom. He made the comments while speaking to the National Guard Association in Detroit yesterday. Let's hear more from former President Trump.
We will restore world peace, and it will be again peace through strength. Kamala Harris, Joe Biden, the humiliation in Afghanistan set off the collapse of American credibility and respect all around the world. This fight is no longer between Democrats and Republicans. This is a fight between communism and freedom. It's a very serious fight. Our country is being destroyed by a radical political class that sends our guardsmen and women to defend the borders of distant foreign nations while they surrender our own borders to an invasion.
Yeah, Trump said Kamala Harris wants Soviet-style price controls, endless wars, open borders, and voting rights for illegal immigrants. He went on to criticize President Biden and Harris for the deadly withdrawal of American troops from Afghanistan 3 years ago. 13 U.S. service members were killed in a terrorist attack during the chaotic withdrawal. And yesterday, Trump visited Arlington National Cemetery to lay a wreath on the tomb of the unknown soldier. Now, that ceremony came on the third anniversary of the pullout of American military forces from Afghanistan. Now, Adonis Flores of Michigan United, an immigration organization, he says he completely disagrees with the former president. Let's hear from him.
The overwhelming majority of immigrants already here in the country and asylum seekers at the border are families and hardworking people that are just trying to run away from harm.
Yeah, Vice President Harris's campaign also responded to Trump, saying Trump cannot be trusted to keep Americans safe, and she is a proven leader on the world stage and will use her experience to ensure America's safety.
Yeah, I don't understand how the party that has restricted folks' freedoms by abolishing Roe v. Wade can say they're the party of freedom. You know what I'm saying? The way that they've gutted voting rights for the most part and reproductive rights. How does that make you the party of freedom? I'm just asking. I don't, seems
questions that
me.
need answers for sure. No, but switching gears, you talked about wanting money in your pocket, right? New York City is launching a new initiative to help deliver benefits to residents and ultimately put more money in their pockets. Now, Mayor Eric Adams says hundreds of city employees are now targeting working class residents on the spot to see what benefits they may be eligible for under the, quote, Money in Your Pocket initiative. He also says city staff should be communicating with residents in their own communities, and the benefits they're educating residents about include the child tax credit. Let's hear more from New York City Mayor Eric Adams.
This initiative will visit underserved neighborhoods across the 5 boroughs. Government needs to meet the people. The people should not have to meet the government. And you know what? You can't be part of the team if you're afraid to walk in tonight and knock on apartment 4B. Then you shouldn't do this job. You need to be comfortable in every setting in this community. Huge win. Folks were paying $55 a week if you made $55,000 or less. $55 a week. We cut it to less than $5 a week.
I like the messaging. I like the name of it. What is it? Put more money in your pocket initiative? That's what it's called?
Money in Your Pocket initiative. Yes. So the goal is to help New Yorkers learn more about the 70 city, state, and federal programs that could help them save money on food, rent, taxes, and other needs. More than 300 city government staff and CUNY students will now visit more than 20 underserved neighborhoods and NYCHA buildings on a weekly basis.
I think that's great.
I like it too. So basically just telling them where the money is, because a lot of these programs do exist. It's just that our people don't have the information to it. Now, once you know about it, how difficult is it to access it?
Because
That's
the
the
wait
other
list be
thing.
crazy for
Yeah.
stuff.
Yes.
They're going to tell you that, but the only problem with New York, and I was listening today, they're talking about bringing the congestion tolls back in the city. They suspended it, but now they're saying in the beginning of next year they're probably going to bring it back after election, of course. And then they're talking about, they said 65% of the people that ride the buses don't pay. They just get on there and just sit down, and it is what it is. So they're going to start trying to lock people up and fine people up for that. So New York is having a problem with the homeless thing. Like, New York is having a huge problem. So hopefully giving people extra money will help people a lot more. But like they said, if they can't get the money anyway, you can tell them all day about the money. But if the waiting list is a year,
it's all about the access. I mean,
Exactly.
they have programs like this all across the country. Once you give somebody the information, how difficult is it for them to actually access it? That's going to be the issue.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So one more, an increase in demand for sausage. You guys love sausage, right? Pause. Could be a sign for consumers.
What they doing
Why
to you
looking
in
at me
here?
like that? Charlamagne walked off. He walked away. As soon as he heard sausage, he
Let's
turned
let
right
it
back
fly.
around. Okay, ass chicken.
Some box are better left unspent.
I'm all ears, Morgan.
I'm all ears.
He said, I'm all ears. Y'all
Chicken
love
and
y'all
pork.
sausage. I already know.
Or turkey.
Chicken or sausage. He said he had chicken sausage yesterday.
I did at Kelsey's in Atlantic City. Fantastic.
An increase in demand for sausage could be a sign of consumers, tightening their budgets. According to the Dallas Federal Reserve's Texas Manufacturing Outlook survey released on Monday, there has been modest growth in the dinner sausage category for one producer. The respondent said demand for sausage tends to go up when the economy weakens, as consumers see it as a good protein substitute for higher priced proteins. Another respondent also noted in the Dallas Fed survey that agriculture is hurting due to issues such as higher costs and weather. And an economist YouGov poll earlier this month, a majority of voters said the economy was one of the top issues in 2024. So you said you were seeing it yesterday in apple juice. You wanted to go for the, generic brand over the name brand, and here we are.
I'm a
with
sausage connoisseur. I like chicken sausage. I like turkey sausage. I don't know what they talking about as far as, people substituting it as a protein because it's cheaper for dinner. I'm a sausage eater.
Yeah, you like long links or?
No, I actually like the patties.
You like the patties or the links?
I like the patties. I like the patties that make you feel like you back in high school and middle school.
Old school sausage.
That's right.
OG.
Yeah, but if you're reaching for sausages, they're basically saying that could be a sign of the times, Not the steak, not steak and eggs, sausage and eggs. But yeah, that's your front page news. I'm Morgan Wood.
That sounds great.
Thank you, Morgan. I'll get you some sausage.
Follow me on, so that's your front page news.
Could you let Morgan do her thing?
Oh my gosh. That's your front page news. I'm Morgan Wood. Follow me on social at Morgan Media. And for more news coverage, make sure you're following at Black Information Network and visit BINnews.com. Thank y'all.
Morgan.
Thank you, Morgan.
All jokes aside, salute to Kelsey's in Atlantic City again. Boy, that brunch was so good. I've been thinking about that brunch since Sunday. And you know how you leave a place and you're like, damn, I should have took some of it home.
Yeah,
that brunch was so good. I had that shrimp and grits with the turkey sausage in it and the brown gravy. Man, with the chicken sausage and the 2 fresh homemade biscuits, man, and that sweet potato waffle. Lord have mercy. Salute to Kelsey's, man.
All right, well, let's open up the phone lines. 800-585-1051. If you were listening to Get It Off Your Chest, you heard Charlamagne snitch on a Mack driver this morning. Let's listen.
Hey, what's going on? This is X from Pittsburgh.
Hey, where's Charlamagne at, man? I'm a Mack truck driver, bro. What are you talking about? Early in the morning, when you driving and stuff, ain't no law, bro. You can go up and down streets when no turn on red. You make that turn, ain't no cops out, and you a Mack truck driver. Call me on that.
Yo, we got his name show up on that computer?
Yeah, his name popped up.
What's his name? Give me his name. Give me his name.
Xavier. His name is
Xavier what?
on,
Xavier
bro.
what?
You real fan right now, bro. Come on,
Xavier, you going to jail. You called the right one. Watch this.
You know,
hey, your number pops up and your first and last name, Xavier.
Oh, bro.
Yeah, you going to jail.
All right, so we're asking, who have you snitched on? 800-585-1051. Was it a coworker? Was it a neighbor? Or was it a driver on the road?
First of all, that's not snitching, okay? If you see something, say something. I am a concerned citizen who does not want to see somebody in a Mack truck kill a bunch of people. You know what I'm saying? Like we act like we don't hear about these fatal accidents all the freaking time. If you driving a 100 million wheeler Mack truck and you switching lanes, you switch over 4 lanes like you driving a freaking Honda Accord, and your back door is just swinging wide open, you can kill somebody. So I would hope that anybody with any common sense would pick up the phone and call the police on that person.
Well, let's open up the phone lines. Who have you called the authorities on? Let's discuss. 800-585-1051. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. It's topic time. Call 800-585-1051 to join into the discussion with The Breakfast Club.
Talk about it. Everybody, it's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. Now, if you're just joining us, we're talking about Get It Off Your Chest. We do that each and every morning around 6:10. And this morning, Charlamagne actually snitched on somebody.
I didn't snitch on nobody.
They open at 8.
All right, well, 800-585-1051. We're asking, who have you snitched on? Neighbor, coworker, or anything like that? What about you?
I've never.
Man, never?
Mm-mm.
Somebody snitched on me about a year ago. I had a pod when I was moving out in front of my house. And I guess one of my neighbors, you couldn't even see it, but that's how I knew it was one of my neighbors. He called and they tried to find me for keeping the pod there, so I had to get rid of that pod.
Let the record show this is not snitching, okay? I'm driving into work this morning, and I saw like a 700-wheeler Mack truck, right? And it was driving, and then it kind of like just slammed on brakes in front of everybody and just switched over literally 3 to 4 lanes. Right, and as it was switching over 3 to 4 lanes, the back of the truck was open, so the door was just swinging. Right? Everybody blowing their horn, trying to figure out what the hell is going on. You have a freaking Mack truck. You are in a 1,000,000-wheeler Mack truck. It's the biggest thing on the road. You can't just be whipping that thing in and out of traffic, swerving 3 and 4 lanes like it's a freaking Honda Accord. You just cannot do that. So yes, I Googled how to report unsafe, dangerous, or bad truck drivers. I got a plethora of numbers, okay? I can call Fisher Stark PA at 828-505-4300 for a free consultation. They got numbers to report the semi-truck drivers. They got the Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration. If you've witnessed a violation of their regulations within the last 90 days, I'm going to call somebody and complain. They got the Department of Transportation's complaint hotline.
Okay.
No, because you cannot do that. And for that other dude, the other Mack truck driver, just to call up here and play games? Like, yo, there's people on the road.
He had to be joking. There's no way you saying all that over the radio.
Now you got too fast.
We gonna find out, Xavier. We gonna find out if who joking today, Xavier.
F around and find out
I
today,
like to play.
Hello?
All right.
Hello?
Hey, what's your name, bro?
All right, look. My name's Greg, calling from North Carolina. I did snitch on somebody, a regular car driver, for cutting me out, trying to run me off the road. I thought the lady was high, so we called the police and all that right there. But neither one's got a ticket about it. But nah, really, like, cars is worse than trucks. Cars cut trucks off and, like, get in front of you, you know what I'm saying, pull out in front of you, try to stop, you know what I'm saying, as a truck driver, it's hard for these trucks to stop. So a lot of accidents, we get into the wreck, but it ain't because we did something, it's because people get in front of us and think we can stop on the dime.
We'll call the police on those people. Listen, we are tax-paying American citizens. We are not in the streets, right? You see something, say something.
Jerome, good morning, Jerome.
Good morning, MV. How y'all doing?
Good, Jerome. Who you snitched on, Jerome?
At one point in time, I was like 9 or 10 years old. I snitched on my mama. It wasn't like...
What?
It wasn't like, I know. It sounds crazy. It wasn't nothing serious. She didn't make me mad or anything, but my sister's like 6 years older than me, so she was my babysitter for a long, long time. Sometimes my mom will go out to the gym or still go on walks and things like that. One night, I think I just thought she was taking too long to get home, man, and it was taking too long, and I got the house phone. I dialed 911. I got halfway through the first ring, and then I hung up. She came back like 10 minutes later, and then a cop showed up right after her, and she explained the whole thing, and they had to search the whole house and everything.
You called the cops in your mom's house on your mom?
Yeah, sure did.
You biracial?
Because I thought something happened to her. She was like,
something happened to her. So you snitch.
Yeah.
She
usually gets off.
That's
yeah,
different.
she usually gets off at like 6 or 7 o'clock. But like, she likes to go on walks and shit. So
that's different.
I get it. And he was young, so how old were you at the time?
Yeah, I was like 10, 11.
So you wasn't even supposed to be home by yourself?
No, I was with my sister, but my sister's 6 years older than me, so we got two different mindsets.
Got you.
He was supposed to call. He got nervous.
That ain't really.
He
That's
just
not
called the
snitching.
cops on his mom because I'm like, you get beat for that.
That's why I don't like the language y'all using. Ain't nothing wrong with being a crime informant.
Yo, hello, who's this?
This Wood. What's up, Breakfast Club?
Well, what's up, man? We talking about whoever you snitched on. Told on.
All right. So, long story short, I work at an elementary school, right? I was at the gas station early in the morning getting some gas before I go to work, and this random person looking at me, I'm looking at him. He pulled up to me. He say, "What you looking at, N-word?" I say, I had a few words for him. He pulled out a gun. I said, "What, I'm supposed to be afraid of that?" He shot at me while I'm pumping gas. I said, "Oh, yeah. Let me get your license plate."
He shot at you?
Yeah, he shot at me while I'm pumping gas, Charlamagne.
I ain't mad at you.
Did he get locked up?
Huh?
Did he get arrested?
I think so.
No, ain't no thing so.
follow that one,
yeah,
too.
you supposed to be in court. Okay, you supposed to be in court pointing that man out.
Well, he never showed up, or they never got him. So they probably never got him, and then I eventually just stopped showing up because I ain't care no more.
I need to hear more to this story. I don't believe that man just looked at you and said, "What's up, N-word," and shot at you.
Yeah, I got the video.
Was he black?
Video?
How you had time to be shooting a video getting shot at?
No, I went in the store and got the video.
Oh,
Was it another black man?
Nah, he was a white dude.
Well,
Yeah, I don't wanna rate that
regardless
one.
of what race he is, you should be telling.
That's right. Thank you, sir.
I got to follow that one through. I got to be there when the judge hit that gavel and
I'm
give him
with
them
you.
years and everything.
Hello, who's this?
Hello.
Hey, what's your name, mama?
My name is Carrie. I'm in Miami.
Hey, Carrie. You Jamaican, Caribbean?
I'm Jamaican. And I just
wagwan.
want to start by saying Jamaican wagwan. Envy. I'm with Charlamagne. Charlamagne, my cutie. This is Charlamagne.
Peace, queen.
Charlamagne.
Tell you, them old ladies respect this
Jamaican
90s
people.
rom-com fun.
Yo, man, she a liar.
Man, listen, Jamaicans don't snitch, but let me tell you, we in North Miami Beach. I was with my husband at the time, and you should see this lady. 6 a.m. doing coke at the steering wheel. She was driving and hitting everything.
Oh, I'm telling.
She bumping through everything in North Miami. I got on the phone. I called the police, and my husband jumped in the car and chased her down, man.
Oh, I'm
Certain
telling.
things can't stay quiet.
You can't be doing cocaine and driving at 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm telling on you.
6 a.m., Charlamagne. You know about Miami folk. Man, I had to snitch that time. I had to call the police.
Told her that our level was in that pussy, but I ain't really mean it. Really can't let him do a stripper.
Where somebody went down a one-way.
And did you hear the story? The family
Wrong
was
way.
behind him in another car, so they actually seen the whole
No,
thing.
man.
Yes, it's in the paper today. Yep.
You see what I'm saying? Like, you got to tell on people. Like, I don't know if the other person, because they haven't caught the other person yet. The other person was it was a hit and run. So clearly the other person was doing something they ain't got no business doing. Tell on these people,
You
man.
gotta snitch when you gotta snitch.
That's right.
Can I say happy birthday to my 2 daughters coming up, please?
Of course.
Happy birthday to Kayla and Brooke coming up, 2 Virgos, 23, and one is turning 20. Please say happy birthday to my daughter, Face Gasm, on Instagram.
Happy birthday.
Please.
You make me want some ackee and sawfish right now.
A little jerk chicken.
That sounds amazing.
Little oxtail. Thank you,
I
mom.
want some ackee and sawfish.
Anytime y'all come, I'm cooking.
All right.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Well, 800-585-1051. We're asking, have you ever snitched on somebody, your neighbor or coworker? And before we go on, I just want to send a rest in peace to the individuals that Charlamagne was talking about.
What's the brother name?
Kirk Walker Jr. and his cousin in town for the wedding, Robert McLaurin. So
Man, yo.
rest in peace and healing energy. And also his bride to be, we just want to send her some healing energy and shout her out as well.
Absolutely.
Shantea Weaver. So
Tragic
very
story.
sad. All right, we're taking your calls.
Drive home.
It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Steady calling my phone.
It's topic time. Call 800-585-1051 to join into the discussion with The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. Lauren LaRosa is filling in for Jess. So we're asking 800-585-1051. Have you ever snitched on somebody? That's because a gentleman called up here this morning and Charlamagne snitched on him.
Well, he's going to, right?
Let's listen. Yeah, he's going to. Hey, let's listen.
Hey, what's going on? This is X from Pittsburgh. Hey, where's Charlamagne at, man? I'm a Mack truck driver, bro. What are you talking about? Early in the morning, when you driving and stuff, ain't no law, bro. You can go up and down streets when no turn on red. You make that turn, ain't no cops out, and you a Mack truck driver. Call me on that.
We got his name show up on that computer.
Yeah, his name popped up.
What's his name? Give me his name. Give me his name.
Xavier.
Xavier what? Xavier what?
You real fan right now, bro. Come on,
Xavier, you going to jail? You called the right one. Watch this. Hey, your number pops up and your first and last name, Xavier.
Oh, bro.
Yeah, you going to jail. I'm going to snitch on Xavier. And don't get it twisted. That truck this morning, I tried to get the license plate. I just don't know where to look for the license plate on a 100-wheeler truck. But somebody going to call the police on that truck this morning because that guy was wilding in that Mack truck. Switched over 4 lanes and his back door was wide open, just swinging.
Hello, who's this?
It's Sucker Free from East Orange. What's up?
What's up, Sucker Free? Good morning.
Well, my level of snitchery was high because I called diapers on the parents that was not feeding their children.
Talk to me. You my type of person. Talk to me.
I snitched because, my son has a friend, and the kid, he used to get into trouble a lot. But, he turned his life around trying to do better in school. And I noticed that he kept coming, he would always come over. And whenever he came, he would, raid my fridge. So I had to ask my son, what was going on with the kid. And then he told me that his mom is not feeding him at home. His mom's telling him, you want to eat here, you got to fend for yourself. As a parent, when you have children, your job is to give them shelter and feed them and clothe them.
That's
you know
right.
what I mean? He's only 16 years old. So one day he was at my house and he went home. He waited, I guess, until the middle of the night and fixed him something to eat. And his mom took the food and threw it out and then threw him out the house. My son came in and told us, it was 11:30 at night. And we went over, and then I had to go pick him up because, I didn't want to see a kid out in the street late night. So I picked him up. He came clean. He told us what was going on. So I called diapers on her ass and sent diapers right to her damn house.
You did the right thing.
Yes.
You definitely did.
Yep. I sent diapers to her ass. I sent diapers to her house. Now her ass got an open case.
I'm with you. Listen, we gotta stop. We gotta stop calling things snitching. We grown ass people, man. Some people need to be held accountable. And if you see something, say something. See, I grew up watching Spider-Man, and Spider-Man wishes he would have stopped. That man when he robbed that guy because that guy still went on to kill Uncle Ben. Mm-hmm. So if Spider-Man would have did something right then and there, Uncle Ben might still be alive today.
We have Tam on the line. Tam, good morning.
Good morning.
Now, you snitched on your neighbor, Tam?
I did.
Talk to us.
Okay, so I have this neighbor. Every night, he always pulls his car to the edge of the road. He blasts his music super loud. And I'm like, I have kids. I got to work in the morning. So I called the police, and I did a noise disturbance. And the police pulled up to his house and, basically, I guess, told him to cut his music down. He was upset about it. And so my 10-year-old son did the same thing recently. They started school. It was a school night. He pulled the car to the edge of the road. He was blasting old school, early 2000 music. And my son,
oh, my God, you made my heart hurt just now. Early 2000s is old school?
Yes.
That is old school.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. They remixing it on TikTok. That's the only way the new kids even know it.
Oh, my God.
Go ahead.
Jesus.
I mean, no, listen, I'm an 80s baby, and I love the early 2000s music, but I'm just saying, I have to be to work in the morning. I have to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning to get my kids ready for school. I don't want to hear that early in the morning.
So you snitched on him?
I snitched, and my son snitched, too. My son called the police. He's like, Mom, I called the police on the guy across the street. I'm like, no, you didn't, and he gave him our address. So this time they rolled in our yard and said, yeah, we had a call about a noise disturbance. I'm like, yeah, so
now you got caught for snitching on him.
I got caught, yes.
So how you feel? You be seeing him outside getting his mail, and how you be feeling?
I mean, I'm cool with it, but it didn't solve anything because he does the same thing all the time. I don't understand why he does it, but I guess that's his thing. But
you did
I
nothing
feel
wrong.
good. I mean, I'm still called.
That's right. You did nothing wrong. And that man know not to play with you because he know that you're going to call them people.
I don't like noise complaint callers.
Yeah, why did you just say, hey, bro, it's early in the morning, I got kids, can you turn it down? He probably be like, oh, yeah, sure, my bad. But now you call the cops and That could be a nasty situation. We got Margaret on the line. Margaret, good morning.
Hello, how are you?
Hey, Margaret, I'm doing well. Now, it says you snitched on your baby daddy?
Yes, I did.
What he did?
He was illegally adding an addition to his house without getting a permit in New York.
Why would you do that?
Why you don't like him? Because that's petty. Why you don't like him? What he do from the beginning? Is he not a good dad?
He moved on.
He was a great dad, and I'm glad he moved on.
So why you can't have a dad?
You jealous?
No, my house is much bigger, but there was things that he did that it was like he got mad at me something about being late. I was like, "Oh, really, sir? Let me call the city and report your house." And then
you are foul.
I love it.
You're petty.
I love it. No, see, now see, that's a petty reason
I hope
to
you
do
stump
it.
your toe later. That's so
now,
petty.
Now, see, I don't have a problem with anybody.
That's too petty.
Calling the authorities on people because you see somebody doing something that could be, dangerous or detrimental to others.
Dangerous.
Yeah, you just being petty.
That's petty. I hope you stump your toe later on.
it's expensive to get on my nerves.
I know that's right. Honestly, at first I was like, that's corny, but I like her. I like that energy.
To get on my
What's the moral of the story?
The moral of the story is there's some 40-something, 50-plus-year-old man looking at the radio saying, they on the radio encouraging snitching, and let your Uncle Charlotte be the first to tell you, shut the F up forever, okay? You got high blood pressure and need to take your statin for your cholesterol. You're not in the street no more. Grow up before I hit the 2 1s after this 9. You threatening me.
Jesus.
You made that sound so gangster.
Right.
I ain't never heard somebody call it a cop.
And Xavier, count your days.
Count your minutes.
Count your minutes.
You got about 30 minutes.
You got
left.
about 30 minutes. That place open up at 8 a.m. Soon as I do Donkey of the Day, I'm calling the people on you. We gonna see if you really about that life, Mack truck driver Xavier.
All right. Well, we got Jess with the Mess with Laura LaRosa coming up.
Yes, we do. We are going to hop into Big Sean. He's releasing an album this Friday, but he got a little emotional when he made the announcement.
All right. We'll get into that next. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Laura LaRosa filling in for Jess. And let's get to Jess with the Mess with Laura LaRosa.
News is real, whether it's Jess Hilarious, Jessica Robin Moore, just don't do no lies,
She don't spare nobody.
Worldwide Jess, worldwide Mess.
On the Breakfast Club.
She's a culture show.
With Lauren LaRosa.
I'm back. And I got the mess.
Talk to me.
So Big Sean has finally announced the date that Better Me Than You, the album, will drop. He says it's dropping this Friday, August 30th. Charlamagne, I know you had sat down with him, had a conversation about the album and kind of some of the preparation leading into it. And he went live himself to kind of talk more about that. And he got really emotional. Let's take a listen.
The whole concept of the album, though, is like Better Me Than You. So it's like when you go through your it's like you the one who can handle it. So that's the concept of the album. So that's why I always remember, like, because it gets hard, your faith get tested for sure. When you make art, you put your heart into this shit, so I'm gonna take my time. Had to gather myself. I definitely am a chronic overworker, overthinker, and I've been dedicating a lot of my life to it. It's hard because you do care about your so, I try and stay focused on the path of keeping the music focused on what I want to do, no matter what people think. Sometimes if you read into too much shit, like the internet could suck the fun out of it. Just anything you do. So it's just like as an artist, expressing yourself is just important to me to stay on that path.
I love when artists are that passionate about their music, man. Drop on the clues bombs for Big Sean. Because,
A little late. We'll get it.
You go through a lot over the years, putting that music together. You go through a lot in your life, and if you really care, right, it'll be reflected in the music. So I can't wait to hear the final version.
And what he was crying for because he couldn't promote it the way he wanted to promote? Is that why he was tearing?
I think it was a combination of things. So I, on the other hand, feel like it's nice to see, but I think an artist like Big Sean, he is so good, but I feel like he gets in his own way about stuff sometimes. So he talks about like creative apprehension, which anybody who puts out art understands that. He also just talked about like things coming up and happening, and like how he had to talk to his mom to really help him push through because there was a lot that was going on while he was making this album. But if you think about it, just in what we know from the outside, right? Like there were leaks. The whole Future Kendrick Drake thing stumped on the day that he dropped that the
like
freestyle.
That came out when he put a single.
I just feel like there's always like something that he's up against, so maybe that adds to it. But he talked a little bit about in real time what he was actually experiencing while making the album. Let's take a listen to this part.
The last time I dropped the album, it was COVID, and ironically, I got COVID now. So it's like I was excited to like plan my release parties. I was excited to do all of that last week. So when we were giving my son a bath last night, me and Janae, my mom, called me, and she was just like giving me them words, and I was just like, look, I could keep working on some shit always and make it exactly how I want it, and I'll be pushing it back forever, or I could believe in the fire ass work that I got right now, and that's what I'm gonna do. So the album is dropping this week.
Yeah, don't seem like tears of joy to me. Tears of joy to me, like he was just reflecting on everything he went through, putting the project together, and
frustration
he got emotional
a little bit. Yeah,
absolutely.
His last album came out 2022. So yeah, it's been about 2 years. Yeah, 2022.
He cried in our conversation too. He cried just thinking about all of the great things that his mom did, the sacrifices his mom made to encourage him to keep going with his rap dream. So make sure you go check out that conversation. It's on my YouTube page. C-God, CTHAGOD.
And he's definitely underrated. He's definitely one of those artists that are underrated. He gets busy, he gets nice, and a lot of time he doesn't get mentioned with the artists that we do talk about, right? When we talk J. Cole or Future or Drake or Kendrick, he doesn't get mentioned in that as much as he should, I think.
For sure. So moving on to another artist who's trying some things this week. Not trying some things, but taking on some new things this week. Diamond from Crime Mob. So Diamond from Crime Mob posted that last Sunday she actually got baptized, and her son Princeton was christened at the same time. She said she wanted to share this experience on her platform because God has truly been amazing to her. She's encouraging other people to turn your life over to Jesus Christ if you have not already, because He's the way, the truth, and the life. Tomorrow isn't promised. And then she gave a special thanks to her church family for all of her support and all of that. And it was, it's really good to see. But I wonder with like artists like a Diamond from Crime Mob, who like if she's performing, she's booked anywhere, like the songs that she's singing is so different than what the church is going to be like. Get baptized.
Nuck if you buck is a Negro spiritual.
I understand
what
that.
What are you talking about?
But you ain't playing it in the church, baby.
Why not?
You can remix a swag, sir, but how you going to remix Nuck if you buck?
You think Nuck if you buck is not of God? Everybody, it's all about catching the Holy Ghost. It's all about catching the Holy Spirit.
Let me hear you remix it.
I come in the club shaking my dreads? What are you talking about? You ain't never seen nobody shake their dreads in the church.
I seen that.
Are you out of come on now?
But you know what I mean.
No,
like there's certain words that you cannot say.
I come in the club, shaking my dreads, throwing these bowls, and busting these heads.
God.
What?
What you mean? That's all God.
Keep going, Envy. Keep going, Envy.
Listen,
bitch.
Have you ever heard
relevant.
a choir?
Okay.
Have you ever heard a choir do Nuck if you buck?
No. You have? Where have you heard a choir do Nuck if you? What church do you attend?
All right.
They looking for new members? Because that's my type of carrying on.
All right.
I've never heard a choir do Nuck if you buck.
Me neither, but I think it would be amazing.
Why would you see? Not of God. You just sit here lying like the demon you are, and that's what I'm saying. My girl Diamond just baptized herself and ready to pray.
I think Nuck if you
ready to pray.
Fight the devil.
Yes.
Fight the devil.
Okay, I see where this could be going.
Nuck if you buck, I can see a choir. By the way, I've always thought of this. Let me tell you some of the visions I be having in my head. Right?
Tell me.
All right, boom.
Go ahead,
BET
girl.
Awards, right?
Yeah.
Bishop T.D. Jakes, he comes out, you know what I'm saying, gives a sermon, right? All the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, they give a sermon, right? And they give just like powerful sermon just about, fighting demons and fighting negative spirits.
Right.
And then as they're talking, there's a choir behind them, and you start to hear, the choir starts humming.
You might have ate that. You might have did that. Okay.
Just think about everybody in their choir
And I can see the
robes.
ushers coming out.
Throw them bones. Throw them bones.
Not them ladies in the hat.
Rebuke Satan, damn it. Rebuke Satan.
Throw them bones.
Rebuke Satan.
Throw them bones.
Yo.
No. Turn it up.
You can't tell me you don't feel Jesus. You can't tell me you don't feel Jesus.
Yes. Whoa. That boy here is sweating like a real pastor.
Donkey the Days up next is my boy right here. Throw it up on the wall. Here we go.
Nah, this princess right here.
Okay.
Princess bring nothing but the Holy Ghost.
Let's go.
This ain't nothing but the Holy Ghost.
Yeah,
we knocking and bucking and ready to
stretch your
fight.
hands to him. Stretch your hands to him. I don't know how we did this, but y'all put this on. Hey. Okay.
That is God.
We're gonna let this rock. Donkey the Days up next. Shout out to Breakfast Club.
I was donkey up to today. Made it. Damn, the hee-haw again.
It's time for Donkey of the Day.
I ain't trying to be donkey today no more.
They should be embarrassed by what they already did. I'm not making these people do these things.
Called Donkey of the Day, and
it really caught me off guard. Damn, Charlamagne, who got the donkey of the day today?
Well, Jess Hilarious, Donkey of the Day for Tuesday, August 27th goes to a young woman named Zaire J. Dennis. I think I'm pronouncing her name right. She's 24 years old of Millville, New Jersey, and she was recently accused of defiant trespassing and violating 2 city ordinances. Ordinances. How you pronounce that?
Ordinances.
Okay. I know what you're thinking. Charlamagne can't pronounce nothing, but also you're thinking, trespassing, Uncle Charlotte? Really? People violate city, what is it?
Ordinances. You saying it right. You just say like H at the end because you're lisp.
Ordinance. People violate city ordinances every day, B. Okay? Well, wait until you hear where she was trespassing at. Let's go to ABC. Let's go to 6 ABC News Philly for the report, please.
A South Jersey woman is now facing charges after police say video shows her climbing into a zoo enclosure. 24-year-old Zaire Dennis is facing 1 count of defiant trespassing. Police say she hopped a fence and entered a restricted area with the tigers. This at the Cohanzic Zoo in Bridgeton. Authorities say she then enticed one of the 500-pound Bengal tigers by putting her hand through the wire enclosure. No one was hurt, but now Dennis is officially facing charges.
Lions, tigers, bears. Oh my. Zaire thought she was Detective Lieutenant Marcus Miles Bennett in Bad Boys Ride or Die. You don't believe you can die, huh? Okay, what reason, other than possibly being high on fentanyl or some type of drug, would you jump into a cage at the zoo? Ma'am, do you realize tigers are ambush predators, okay, that primarily hunt large prey like wild boars and deers, but they also have a taste for monkeys, buffalo, sloth bears, leopards, and even crocodiles. So what would make you believe that a tiger wouldn't make an entree out of you? Okay, you jumping into a tiger's cage at the zoo, and the tiger is thinking, well, damn, dinner delivered itself today. Okay, you jumping into a tiger cage is literally the animal version of Uber Eats. All right, tiger's like, I didn't know what to take out, but today I'll make an exception. You know what I really dislike about stories like this, though? If that tiger would have made a meal out of you, they would have killed the tiger. Okay, why would you kill a tiger for being a tiger? If you as a human jump in a cage with a tiger, I'm just going to assume you volunteering to be a value meal. Okay, Zaire, did you lose a bet? Are you trying to go viral, thrill seeking? Did you want to see what it feels like to be a Whopper Jr.? I don't know what the issue is with you. Okay, now I don't like zoos either. Okay, zoos are animal prisons, and there's a reason that they keep these animals in cages at the zoo. It's because they are actually wild animals. Okay, razor sharp claws, bite force that snaps bones like twigs. These aren't house cats. And I believe that because of Frosted Flakes and Tony the Tiger, folks have this perception of tigers and they think tigers are sweet. And it's all fun and games until you in the digestive system of this apex predator. What happened to common sense? How many times has this woman watched The Life of Pi to think this was a good idea? Okay, Life of Pi came out, 12 years ago? Zaire is 24, so that's half her age. I can see her watching this as a child and having it stuck in her mind that one day she too will form an unexpected bond with a tiger. But Zaire, this ain't a movie, ma'am. Okay, you're not going to miraculously tame this wild beast and walk away, not a snack. Peter, where y'all at? Okay, this is when y'all supposed to be on someone like Zaire's ass because she's endangering the lives of animals that are already in zoo prison. And we don't need copycats, okay, because these animals minding their business and then people start jumping in their cages. All right, I'm a tiger. I see you. Applebee's, all you can eat buffet. Now I get put down after enjoying a delicious treat because you decided, you, ma'am, human, not to use common sense. Please give Zaire J. Dennis the biggest hee-haw. You want to play a game? I ain't letting this place stress me out. I already know how bootleg this place can be. You want to play a game?
Sure.
Let's play a game of Guess What Race It Is. Now, Zaire J. Dennis.
I'm doing the sound effects for you.
They didn't tell him what the sound effects are?
No.
Okay. I don't want to play no more. I don't even play no more.
Because you know he's not going to have the sound.
I thought you was down for the bootleg. Yeah, we went to go buy the DVD up the corner. You upset.
I worked too hard. I've been doing this a little bit too long.
I could have did. I was ready for down.
You know what? I'm not gonna let this ruin my good time.
Turn the lights
let's play a game. Okay, all right, let's do it ourselves. Let's play a game of Guess What Race It Is. All right. Zaire J. Dennis, 24 years old of Millville, New Jersey, jumped into a tiger's cage at the zoo. DJ Envy, guess what race it is?
Latino.
Oh.
Suavemente.
Why do you think she Latino?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
You just thought she was Latino?
I just know he didn't have the music, and I just wanted to see what he was going to do for not having the music.
Lauren LaRosa, Jair J. Dennis, 24 years old of Millville, New Jersey, decided to jump into the tiger's cage at the zoo. Guess what race she is?
Giving a little mayonnaise.
A little mayonnaise.
A little mayonnaise.
Shake it off.
Okay.
Shake it off.
Oh, no, that's not it?
That's not it.
I'm sorry.
Wait, what you were saying?
We said
Nothing.
shake it off. Shake it off. Shake it off. All right.
Ooh, yeah, go ahead, Envy.
DJ Envy, Lauren LaRosa, I want you both to know that you are absolutely positively wrong. Zaire J. Dennis is black.
Oh, man. She black?
Yeah, she black.
Black. Her edges is laid.
You see what I'm saying?
She jumped over that.
She must have just been having a day. She
Pretty too.
She might need some help.
Pretty.
She wanted to pet the tiger?
It might be more serious than what we understand, y'all.
What you mean?
Because...
Did she do it for the gram?
I don't know why she did it. Look at her
for TikTok.
Look at her trying to feed the tiger.
She's a pretty young girl.
Pretty
y'all
little
keep saying she
24-year-old
pretty,
girl.
like what does this have to do with anything? Pretty people make better decisions or something?
I mean, I ain't gonna say that. I'm just saying, if you ugly, we can understand why you want to get eaten. I ain't no need for this pretty girl to be doing stuff like this.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
That ponytail is laid.
All right.
Look, Brandon, it's your age group.
You know he don't like black women. You
Look
know
at Brandon.
No,
Brandon want to eat him more than the tiger, right?
Brandon
now.
was interested when I said it was mayonnaise.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Yeah.
That ain't Brandon taste.
All right.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Brandon like white meat.
Okay.
Black man from Ghana that like white meat.
So, like we said, our producers are out. Both of our producers are out. So it's been kind of hectic up here the last couple of days. That's why you haven't heard the sound effects. Now,
DVD with the subtitles is crazy.
The reason I do this because we just got another one. So, Big Mack, our producer, sent us this as a topic. He says, more women in the U.S. are skipping college for vocational schools and pursuing careers as electricians, car mechanics, and drivers. He's saying that people feel that women are the new men. So the question is, 800-585-1051. Are men becoming too soft that women have to take on traditional men roles?
A lot of women not wearing deodorant nowadays either, so they be musty. So that's a great vocation. I like the fact that they're in vocational school.
800-585-1051. Are men becoming too soft that women are now taking on traditional men roles?
I don't think it got nothing to do with being soft. I just think the women's smarter. They know where the money at.
Yeah, but listen, let me tell you. That's why I said whoa, because like that's a bit of a stretch. It's a $2 billion.
Why are you looking at me? That's him. Mack. There you go. Look at him.
That question was a little biased, just a little bit.
Yeah, I don't like
the way you worded it. It's a $2 billion industry.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sorry. People are $2 billion in debt.
People I don't know what you're talking about right now.
People not going to traditional schools anymore because of the amount of debt in the U.S.
The investment is not worth it, you're saying. And we'll take your calls when we come back.
I went to a vocational
school. He's girl Jordan the welder. Jordan, call in right now, Jordan. Jordan is a welder that listens to us all the time. She's been listening to us for years. She make a lot of money.
That's right. And we'll talk about when we come back. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. It's topic time. Call 800-585-1051 to join into the discussion with The Breakfast Club.
Talk about it. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. Lauren LaRosa filling in for Jess. Now, if you just joined us, we're asking 800-585-1051. Our producer, Big Mac, sent us this article and saying that more women in the U.S. are skipping college for vocational school and pursuing careers as electricians, car mechanics, and truck drivers.
Cite the source, because first of all, I'm all for that because I'm a big trade school proponent. I'm big on vocational school. I think everybody should be going to vocational school because I feel like you should learn how to do something with your hands, learn how to do some type of skill that's going to always be able to make you some money.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's why I love, shout out to Lincoln Tech, who's a sponsor for my car show, they have vocational schools all across the country in Texas and Maryland, DC, the South. And I love them because, like you said, it's so many different things. Because of those schools, the world doesn't stop. So like whether it's HVAC, whether it's welding, whether it's automotive, whether it's healthcare, like they train students for that. And those jobs never go away. So during COVID, those people were still making money because you still needed heated electricity. You still needed your car. You still needed healthcare. You still needed those things. So that's why I push Lincoln Tech so much, as well as my HBCUs. But college is not for everybody, and sometimes you need to get right to that bread, and sometimes that is with.
And these are six-figure jobs: electricians, car mechanics, truck drivers.
There's one lady. So
wait a minute now.
What?
That might have been a woman driving that goddamn Mack truck this morning.
Why? Because you think it's just women that can't drive?
Yes, that might have been a woman. Now that I think about it.
Oh, here you go.
I forget. Oh, it's a lady in this article. At 25 years old, her net sales were estimated to be over $1 million because she took over her parents' truck repair center.
Well,
that's crazy.
I have no problem with it. I have no problem with anybody using their hands, anybody getting to the bag, anybody getting to the check, especially jobs where this, everything that's going on in this world right now is so flim-flammy. The fact that you can have a job and that you know that your job will take you to the rest of your life, I don't have a problem with it.
And you can open up your own business. You know what I'm saying? Like you get your own electricity certificate or whatever, then you open up your own electricity shop or your own repair shop. I think it's dope. I'm shocked that just more women are going towards it. I would think everybody would be going towards vocational school.
There's been an 11.6 increase since 2020 in women going to vocational schools.
Angelica.
Good morning.
Good morning. Talk to us. What's your thoughts?
My thoughts, I feel that men are lazy now because they see that women go hard. Us women, we're go-getters, and they know that women are going to take care of home regardless, if a man do it or not. So I feel like that's more reason for a woman to go to vocational school and get a fast certificate because she'll make more money doing electricity.
I don't like these broad generalizations though. Like you can't just say all men are lazy now.
You change tires, Charlamagne?
Most.
Huh?
I'm not going to say all men. Some men are lazy. I've been seeing.
I'm with him.
What you say, man?
I got AAA. She actually hung up.
How old are you?
She's not there anymore.
No.
Hello, who's this?
This Chris.
Chris, talk to us. What's your thoughts,
You say Chris or Crip?
Chris.
Crip.
Oh, Chris. I thought you meant Crip. I was like,
Yeah,
Crip.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. What's up, man? What's up? Salute everybody this morning.
Yes, sir. How are you?
One of the things I wanted to say real quick was I believe that this might be by design, some kind of way for these women to be more in, taking on these manly roles. And I think it has a lot to do with why we got so many single females and single men, because the men don't want to relinquish that power to a female that's dominant, like that want to work in a man's field, or even, just being a dominant woman. And I believe that the world, I ain't gonna say the world, maybe the U.S. is making the black woman feel more masculine, and she's losing her femininity. We need the grandmama and them back in the day, man. Hey, mama was everything. Now, you go to mama to help change the tire.
You know what's so crazy? You say that. You say that, but our grandmas, at least I'm speaking for my grandma. My grandma was doing more manly stuff back then.
Literally just than
grandmas now. What are you talking about?
My mom, before all of her stuff, my mom laid tile. She taught me. I know I can spackle. I can do all that.
I was doing stuff like going out to the sewage tank with my grandma and helping her clear the sewage tank, like all types of stuff, cutting weeds.
And I agree, but they didn't lose their femininity.
I don't know why that makes a woman less feminine. I really don't. Like, I'm looking at this woman named Victoria Carl. She owns her own repair shop. She took a 50% investment from her parents when she was 21, took over the repair shop. Now she has 4 full-time technicians, and when she wants to, she rolls up her sleeves. I don't know how that makes her any less feminine, and she makes over $1 million a year.
I think that's a small businesswoman.
Exactly.
That's the thing. That's the thing. We put in a dollar amount. I heard T.D. Jakes preach this sermon recently, and I agree. I agree that the females are losing the femininity in what they were created to do by the Creator.
So does it make you lose your masculinity if you go in the kitchen and cook a meal as a man?
That ain't what God created you to do. Cook meals. God created
you just gonna be hungry, huh?
To be the mother.
There's some amazing men that are chefs.
I'm not talking about doing that stuff like that. That's the chauvinism thing. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about women. More women today don't want kids. They were created to be multiplied. It's because, and I feel like as a whole, that's what we're seeing now. We're seeing a lot of females that say, "Okay, I don't want to be married. I don't want to have kids." But in the divine Creator's idea from way back in time that none of us can dispute, women were created to
be with the man, and the man and the woman was supposed to multiply, be fruitful and multiply. Now women are becoming so strong and independent, they don't need a man, so they not even interested.
I think we gotta stop with these broad generalizations. Thank you, Chris.
I'm tired just listening to
I think we gotta stop with these broad generalizations. Like, I mean, to me, man, anybody I think being an entrepreneur is fly. I think being an entrepreneur is sexy. I think if you're a man, you know what I'm saying, and
I knew you thought I was sexy.
Man, shut up, man. I'm just saying, I just think that it's dope when you are an entrepreneur, male or woman. I don't have no problem with these women going to vocational school and opening up their own businesses, because that's what I'm really seeing. A lot of these women have their own businesses.
Yeah.
That's what I'm seeing in this
I don't have a
article.
problem with it. And I don't have a problem with men being in the kitchen cooking either. There's a bunch of men chefs. See, why you looking like that?
Damn, real? Tell me more.
Would you like to cook? Why are you looking like
I'm
that?
just listening to envy. The way he started blushing when he said that. He don't got no problem with a man in the kitchen cooking.
800-58. What's wrong with him, man? 800.
You said it. He looked at you like he was hungry. I was
He
a little
want that
confused.
stir fry. He say stir fry me, baby.
Shut up,
Stir
man.
fry me, baby, is crazy.
More women in the U.S. are
Envy,
skipping.
you got to get that on a T-shirt. That is
Stir fry me, baby. More women in the U.S. are skipping college for vocational school and pursuing careers as electricians, car mechanics, and truck drivers. Now, 800-585-1051. This question is from one of our producers, Mack. He said, are men becoming too soft that women have to take on traditional men roles?
I'm for all of that except for the truck driving.
Let's discuss.
I want women doing all of that stuff except for truck driving.
It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
If y'all talking about it, you know we talking about it. It's topic time. Call 800-585-1051 to join into the discussion with the Breakfast Club.
We are the Breakfast Club. Now, Jess is on maternity leave, so Lauren's filling in, and we're asking 800-585-1051. This question came from one of our producers. More women in the U.S. are skipping college for vocational school and pursuing careers as electricians, car mechanics, and truck drivers. Are men becoming too soft that women have to take on traditional men roles is the question.
Also, the world is changing. Like, there's certain things that men just don't have to do no more. Like, Lauren asked me earlier, do I change a tire? No, I call AAA. Like everybody does
But
nowadays.
do you know how to change a tire if you had to?
I used to.
I mean, the concept of it, yes, of course. But like, I'm with Charlamagne.
No,
I just call
because
AAA. AAA be in there less than 30
We all
minutes.
know we can call AAA. We all know we can call Task Rabbit to hang stuff. But I think
Task Rabbit too. I don't hang ish. I'm not
love
putting
Task
nothing
Rabbit.
together either.
But I think there are a lot of men now that if we were stuck somewhere and AAA can't get to us for some hours and I had this stuff and you had to figure it out, they can't do it. They can't change a tire.
Well, first of all, while y'all on them back roads in Delaware, can't nobody get to you for a few hours.
For hours.
Okay.
Jesus.
Okay.
You need a man.
You need a trade.
You need a trade. You need a man.
I went to vocational school.
You did?
Yeah.
What'd you get your trade in?
Legal administrative assistant.
What that mean?
I'll sue your ass.
Oh, well, that don't sound
It's like no. It's like the people that go through like the paperwork and the contracts and stuff for an attorney.
I know you had to go to trade school for that.
You technical trade you need.
Dope.
Hello, who's this?
This is Lisa calling from VA. How are y'all?
Hey, Lisa from the 757. What part of Virginia?
I'm calling from Newport News, Virginia.
Hey, you going to the Cousins Festival? Pusha T's Cousins Festival?
No, I'm not.
Why not?
I'm too old for that.
No, you're not. Erica Badu is performing. Jermaine Dupri DJing. I'm DJing. It's gonna be nice. R&B celebration.
Erica Badu, okay.
Yeah. I love Erica Badu.
So bring your ass on. Have a good time with us.
I know that's right. So for the question of the day, I'm just saying women trying to make that money. It's not about men being soft. It's about making that bag. And there's a lot of fields, a lot of opportunities out here for women that weren't out here before. So we want to make our own money. Going back to the question of the day that you all spoke about, young women raising your children about being independent, that all wraps up together. We want to make our own money. We don't want to be able to ask anybody for anything.
I agree with that.
I don't have a problem with it whatsoever. I don't even know why we in here even acting like it's a problem for these girls to be going out here making more money. I think everybody should be going to vocational school.
Hello, who's this?
This is India. How you doing?
Hey, good morning. What's your thoughts?
Good morning. So, on this question for today, I have a line service, and I don't think the guys are just soft, but they are very lazy. They have no motivation. They want to live off women. But my sons, they're 7 and 2, and that's my help. But other than that, I'm a one-man show.
So one man show isn't you get out and do the lawn work?
Yes.
You get out and do the what?
I got the lawnmower in my truck. I have a lawn service.
Okay.
It's called CT Lawn Service. I'm me by myself. The lawnmower's in the trunk, and I'm out here knocking on these doors. Do you need me to cut this grass?
I don't have no problem. I have no problem with you doing what you're doing, because if you're not gonna do it, it's gonna be some immigrants that do.
Right.
That's just
Yeah, you right about that. For $5.
I mean, she's right.
He said for $5.
But I look at it like this, right? Today's world is a challenging world. Inflation's high. The cost of goods are good. So the cost of goods are so high. I don't have a problem with men and women doing roles just to make money and to make sure their family is good. We're not at a place anymore where you can be like, well, I'm going to sit home and do this. No, we both got to go out there and make this bread because things are super duper expensive and we don't know when it's going to get better.
And the brother called up here and the brother said he said that, men, God ordains people to do certain things, right? How do you know you might be suppressing a gift because you're not even going towards that gift because you think, because society has told you this isn't what you're supposed to be doing. Right. You know how many amazing male cooks that are out here in these streets? Salute to my guy Chef BJ in Charleston, South Carolina.
Oh, he was laughing at me when I said there's amazing chefs out there in the kitchen.
No,
right?
I'm just saying, but just think about how all of these amazing male cooks that we know, who if they would have listened to society telling them men ain't supposed to be in the kitchen cooking, they wouldn't exist. Like I'm looking at these women in this New York Post article.
They fire, right?
Amazing car repair shops, amazing electric repair shops. One of these women helped build the Buffalo Bills Stadium. Her name is Bree Loomis. She helped build the Bills Stadium with her construction business. If these women didn't follow their instinct and just say F what society is talking about, they wouldn't have become the great people that they are. So my whole thing is, man, don't really listen to society. Listen to what your discernment tells you that you should be doing.
Right.
Because that's actually God. So when he said God ordains people to do certain things, no, society and the patriarchy ordains people to do certain things, not God.
You've been in church all day today.
You know what I mean? Yes.
Yeah,
God ordains you to do certain things, but those things aren't engulfed in the patriarchy.
Landed. There you go.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
All right. Well, we got Jess With The Mess coming up with Lauren LaRosa. What are we talking about?
Yes, we do. We are going to get into the astronauts that are stuck in space. Y'all heard about them?
Yes.
Yeah,
absolutely.
they're going to be there for a few months. So we're going to talk about how they even ended up there.
All right. We'll get to that next. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. Lauren LaRosa filling in for Jess. And let's get to Jess With The Mess with Lauren LaRosa.
News is real, whether it's Jess Hilarious, Jessica Robin Moore, just don't do no lies.
She don't spare nobody.
Worldwide Jess, worldwide Mack.
On The Breakfast Club.
She's a culture show.
With Lauren LaRosa.
I'm back. And I got the mess.
Talk to me.
So I know we said we were going to go to space first with the astronauts who were stranded. But before we do that, breaking right now, Little Baby was arrested in Las Vegas on Monday for carrying a concealed weapon without a permit, which is a felony. So he was taken at the time to Clark County Detention Center on 5K bail. He was supposed to be headed to celebrate James Harden's birthday. I don't know, what the situation is, if he made it there or whatever. Right now, there's not much more information outside of that. Little Baby, that came out of nowhere. He was just there, handing out all the money to the people in the restaurant.
They gave him $11,000 worth of tips.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, man, that happened fast. But moving on, we have 2 astronauts right now that are stranded. Not stranded, but they're going to have to spend 6 months in space, which was not expected. They were only supposed to be there for a month. Let's take a listen to the news report.
NASA astronauts Butch Wilmore and Sonny Williams were aboard Boeing Starliner's historic launch in June, but they were only supposed to be in space for a week. NASA now says they'll return from the International Space Station 8 months past schedule on a SpaceX Dragon capsule. The troubled Boeing Starliner spacecraft has been plagued by helium leaks and thruster issues. NASA testing to find out whether Starliner could fly home with Butch and Sonny on board, but the risk ultimately too high. Boeing released this statement saying they continue to focus first and foremost on the safety of the crew and spacecraft.
The SpaceX Dragon capsule will save 2 seats for Butch and Sonny when it heads to the ISS, but before that, Starliner will undock and return to Earth with no one on board.
I want to know what's popping on the ISS. The fact that they got an international space station where all the different, space organizations from different countries are just hanging out and kicking it. I want to see what's happening up there.
And the fact that you could just pop up there and be stuck for 6 months and it's
cool.
All right, just chill.
I mean, I don't know if it's cool, but it don't seem like they stressing. I even saw them on the news. I thought they was giving an interview.
Yeah, they could do interviews. They could watch television. They said to sleep, they got to sleep in a sleeping bag that's tied to the wall. So
where do they poop and pee though?
There's does it float like on the movies?
I don't know. And do they have sex?
Man, I wouldn't masturbate on that plane.
I mean, 6 months and it's just them two up there.
Sperm just flying.
You start playing a game of Pac-Man.
What? You
just floating around munching.
This guy's disgusting.
Floating around munching.
Wait, excuse me, because we went. Hold on. I looked down at my notes for 1 minute, and I looked up and you was munching. We went from sex to. So
but he was munching sperm because he said
I
he
was about to
masturbate.
say,
Yes.
are we?
Yes.
What?
I was not.
What was you munching?
And the swallow through was crazy. Like I just watched you just all just
swallow through is crazy.
Yeah, I mean, hey, you over here looking like a champ. I don't know. I don't know what else to say, man.
I hate this show.
Well, yeah, I mean, Elon Musk is supposed to be saving them in 6 months when that other. I don't know, would you call it a space
so
shuttle?
Elon Musk is saving them in 6 months?
He's not going there, but he is sending one of his SpaceX. Like they're already going up for like a mission.
In February.
In February. So once the mission is over, the 2 astronauts who are stuck are going to board that craft and come back home. But they got to change their outfits.
No, it was a Boeing. It was a Boeing vessel that went up there.
Ain't no way in hell. I don't want to fly Boeing in the sky. Why the hell would I fly Boeing in space?
So the Boeing vessel had some problems, so it just came back unmanned, and now Elon Musk has the next vessel that's shooting up there in February. That's gonna.
Man, I'm telling y'all right now, them people got something going on up there that we don't know nothing about. It's popping up there. I'm telling you. They probably got a Starbucks on the International Space Station, McDonald's.
They're supposed to be there 8 days. They're gonna be there 8 months.
Nah, there's something going on. They hanging out. They're hanging out with extraterrestrials and everything. It's popping up there.
I forget the woman. Oh, Sunita Williams. Her mom. They did an interview with her mom, and her mom was like, "Oh, well, she just does this for a job." Can you imagine calling your mom, or however you explain to your mom when you're in space, and being like, "Yo, I'm stuck here for 6 months." What would your mom say?
I told you about going to them damn NASA.
I told you, dumbass. I told you, dumbass.
I told you you should have went to trade school.
And I see her at the family reunion now. She missing it. Guess where her dumbass is at?
Should have been dumbass.
Should have been an electrician.
Told her to be an electrician. Dumbass want to be in space.
Yeah, them white people preparing to leave us here. I just want y'all to know that.
Oh Lord. Well, moving on. More white people.
I don't blame them either.
So Mark Zuckerberg, he released a statement today, or at least I saw it today, and I thought it was pretty interesting, especially because we're having so much conversation right now about government controls when it comes to media, social media platforms, who's banned where, all that stuff. So in this statement, he says that in 2021, senior officials from the Biden administration, including the White House, repeatedly pressured his team at Meta for months to censor certain COVID-19 content, including humor and satire. He says that they made some choices that, with the benefit of hindsight and new information, they wouldn't have made today. They believe that the government pressure was wrong, and they regret that they were not more outspoken about it at the time. I thought that was insane.
Pressure them to do what? To not post certain stories?
No, basically they had to like set content standards, and the content standards were like, block. You remember during the pandemic, if you would put up certain things that mentioned certain words when it came to COVID and stuff like that, things would be removed. They don't give an exact example of what specific content they are talking about that they would have allowed now that they're looking back. But I do remember you would post certain things and it would be removed. It would be flagged.
Well, that's the type of government outreach I don't like. That's not freedom, but if the Biden administration was reaching out to say a lot of the things that are on Meta aren't accurate and is causing people to do things that are hurting themselves or others, I can see them reaching out to Mark to monitor the content on Facebook, because I read in that article where Mark said that the to take down the content was actually Facebook's decision.
Right.
The ultimate decision was up to them.
Right.
But he just felt like, he didn't appreciate the government pressure. So I wonder which was it.
It's just crazy because we finding out that no one knew what they were talking about anyway. There was a lot of government officials who didn't know stuff is so different.
But I don't mind it, like you said, if it's to save people's lives. Like, one time Trump said, take bleach.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just imagine if that, and people really thought that and died.
It's a slippery slope though, because you don't know what you taken down. Like, where does it stop? Where's the line drawn? But it is only a matter of time before they put regulations on social media. I done told y'all this before. YouTube, Facebook, all of these platforms have people on it acting like they are broadcasters. So all these platforms eventually going to get the same FCC rules and regulations as TV and radio, guaranteed.
Right. I would never own an app, and I would never become a politician. It's too much stress.
All right. Well, that is Jess with the Mess with Lauren LaRosa. When we come back, we got the People's Choice Mix. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Lauren LaRosa's filling in for Jess. And we got a salute to Angie Martinez.
Yes, Angie Martinez is set to make her directorial debut. She is going to be directing a feature-length documentary on DJ Clark Kent. Clark Kent. Sorry. And it's going to feature appearances by Jay-Z, Questlove, DJ Khaled. It's going to tell stories about, him pushing Jay-Z to believe in Jay-Z when he wasn't Jay-Z, him talking Lil' Kim through her first studio session. Just very iconic moments. And Angie Martinez at the helm of that, I think it's going to be amazing. So shout out to her.
I need more stories from Angie Martinez. I can't wait to watch the Clark Kent documentary. Drop on the clues bombs for the great Clark Kent.
Yeah, shout out to Clark Kent.
Legend in any lifetime.
Great person.
And I love Angie Martinez's book. I just want to hear more about those stories from these iconic figures from the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Angie Martinez is a one of one.
Yes.
All right, she is on the Mount Rushmore, of hip hop. I mean, I don't even know if Angie's on the Mount Rushmore. There should just be a statue of Angie Martinez built outside of damn near any broadcast studio in the world.
And it could just be her shoulders, because we all stand on them.
That's a fact.
Mm-hmm.
Because from radio to how it evolved into podcasting, like personalities like Angie Martinez inspired all of us to do it in some way, shape, or form. So
that's right.
Salute to the legendary Angie Martinez.
Salute to Angie Ma. All right. When we come back, we got the positive notice. The Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Lauren LaRosa filling in for Jess. Now, Charlamagne, you got a positive note?
Yes. The positive note is simply this, man. If you are ever tempted to look for outside approval, realize that you have compromised your integrity. If you need a witness to your greatness, be your own. Have a blessed day.
Breakfast Club, bitches.
Y'all finished or y'all done?